Okay guys, back over here at Hawkinsville. I meet my buddy Wade, Mr. Lamar, and Eric. We're gonna be eating at the steakhouse right here in Hawkinsville, Georgia. Delicious food. I'll show y'all the buffet this time. Beautiful, beautiful. $12.99, all you can eat, guys. Love it. We're gonna be talking about knives, trading knives. I'm gonna buy a knife from Wade, and I'll show you the knife I'm gonna buy. But I just want to thank y'all for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy the video. Look at all them vegetables. Look at that. There's baked chicken. Look here. Look at all that good food. $12.99, all you can eat. Then they got the ice cream, got dessert. Look at that. $12.99, all you can eat. All right, we got Wade, Mr. Eric, and Mr. Lamar. We just got done eating a great meal. Now Wade's fitting to pull out some knives, and we're gonna go over some knives.
Hey y'all, good to see you again. This is Pal Blade Company.
That's a beautiful one.
It's got a full blade, as full of blades as you can get on it.
That blade ain't never been used, has it?
Pal Blade Company. They bought out Remington about 1933.
1940.
Yeah, okay. And a lot of it they use, old Remington blades for a while to use them, and they put PAL on one side and the Remington on the other. But this is a two-blade PAL cutlery.
Wow.
I mean, snap, my God, both blades.
I love the patina on the blades too.
Look at that.
That's some strong, easy.
I like got it.
It's easy to do.
Snap tip, boy, it come right across the end of my finger.
It's easy to do when you got them strong springs like that. Them strong springs scare me sometimes.
This one is a 4-line Camillus. I'm gonna see if I can do this. All right, and maybe this kind of way.
Yeah, and let me see.
All right, now this is a 4-line Camillus. I'm calling it ebony wood. Wouldn't you say ebony wood?
That's beautiful, man. I love the patina on the blades too.
It's just incredible. There ain't a split, crack, nothing in it, nowhere. What would you say, Kevin? That's every bit of what, 1930, 1935?
Well, there's a 4-line. The 4-line started in 1930 and went all the way up to the mid-40s.
Mid-40s, so
that's what the recent.
It's definitely in the 30s era there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Early 40s or something.
I love that shield too, right there.
Beautiful, beautiful shield, and that's old ebony wood.
I love it.
And listen to this.
I know, man. You can't get no better than that. I love that, man. Them are some
beautiful wood.
Nice.
This is, a lot of people like to call it, people use the term Holy Grail. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And this,
I already know what it is.
Right, I'm trying to get this in order here.
That's a Cattaraugus, ain't it?
This is the Holy Grail of flip joint pocket knives.
Golly.
This is Cattaraugus.
Look at that bone. Hold it still for me. We'll get that. Look at that, y'all. You don't see that every day.
Cattaraugus, and I do believe this one. Can you see where that's actually made? It's in New York, but where is it actually made, Kevin?
Little Valley.
Little Valley. That's the early years of Cattaraugus.
Wow.
And the bone on that is just incredible. It almost makes you say, how in the world did this knife last 100 and...
Yeah. Wow.
40, 30 years and still be in that kind of shape with this thing.
I even like the little the divot they did to be able to grab that.
Yeah, each side has got a little dip out, you know?
Yep.
And I'm gonna cut that before I cut because it is extremely sharp.
Yes, sir. Old carbon
and it
steel.
will cut you. Yeah.
I love that old carbon steel.
Snap. All of them will snap.
I love that old carbon steel. Man, that's a nice.
All right, here we go with a smaller version of
You
the ebony.
say that one was mine, what?
Huh?
You say
Yeah,
that
that was working its way toward Kevin.
No.
Oh. Let's see. This one. This is, and I need correction. You'll know it when I say this. This is OVB.
Hold it still.
OVB.
Okay.
It is our very best. Is the term OVB, our very best, and it is Hebert, Spencer, and Bartlett, not Roberson. Okay. I was telling Eric about it, and I told him the OVB stood for our very best, and I had that all right, but I actually told him that it was Roberson Company,
Okay.
and it actually turned out to be Hebert, Spencer, and Bartlett.
Oh wow.
That's a beautiful knife.
Now, what age is that one? 100 years?
Kevin, I'm gonna say that this one is earlier than the Camillus. I mean, I'm gonna say this
So
is probably
20s.
1900, 1915,
Oh wow.
something on that in that order.
That's a beautiful
very
knife.
old. Hebert, Spencer, and Bartlett is an
That's
old
a well-made
knife
knife too.
company. Yes, it
I
is.
love that long pull.
And the bomb shield.
Oh yeah, I love that long pull on there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that tells you another category that it falls in.
And wood handles, right?
Yep, ebony wood.
Beautiful.
And I got one more here, and I'm gonna start out the way and let Eric and Lamar.
Ooh, what is that one?
This
What is that one?
is a Scandi grind Swedish made bone handle.
Golly.
It's got
It's got some strong
you
springs.
can tell it's Scandi. It's Switzerland, and because of that corkscrew on
Yeah,
there.
they're big on corkscrews.
But look at the grind on the
I
blade.
know, I love it. I love it.
That's called Scandi grind.
Uh-huh.
And old-fashioned
Look at that
bone.
bone.
I mean, look at that natural white bone on that thing and the grind. That knife was probably around the 1900s or something, 1910, somewhere in there. You know.
What's the name of it?
I can't say it,
Close
Kevin,
that,
I cannot
close
say
that
it.
small blade. Get it out of the way. Close that. There you go now.
Yeah, that one is there is the. I can't say it. There's no reason for me to try it. It's Escastil, something. It's a Scandinavian, Swedish name.
Yeah, I can't even.
Something on the order of Switzerland. Or,
Yeah. Never seen that, but that is a beautiful. Where'd you find this one that way?
That thing.
I love that blade the way it's etched, right?
To be honest with you, I don't remember. It's been in with this Camillus for years. It's just a similar, a similar type knife to the.
So you said them knives a while?
Oh yeah, these right here have been around a while here. Oh,
Those are baby dolls there.
this might very well be one of the last little packs of knives I was part with.
Yeah.
In other words,
That's
boom.
cream of the crop.
Yeah, that's. I'd hold on to this as long as I could.
You ain't likely to find any more.
Yeah, you ain't gonna just run out there next week and run across another any of them.
No.
If you do run up on one of them right there, just remember I said Cattaraugus. It don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
And the USA made knife, that is the Holy Grail.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And we have eaten one heck of a nice meal.
We sure
My
have.
Lord,
So have.
I enjoy coming to here and being around with the fellas. And
Yeah, I love it too, buddy. What'd you bring, Eric? I love to hear Eric talk about the history of the knives.
Yeah. To start with, since tomorrow's the 80th anniversary of D-Day,
Oh,
I
wow.
want to give a call out to my wife's granddaddy,
Oh, wow.
Charles H. Miller, who's in the 82nd Airborne. He made 4 combat jumps. He got 2 Bronze Stars, 2 Purple Hearts. He made the jump at Holland, Allied Airborne patch. They got the Presidential Unit Citation. Of course, he got a Combat Infantryman's badge. And on a lot of the old 82nd guys that had been there a long time, they would put stars on their wings to designate combat jumps. Because, you know, some of them guys had made 3 jumps, and then these new guys come in, and they were strutting around, you know, with their wings, and they wanted to, you know, distinguish themselves from the new guys. So they would put stars on the combat jump, first combat jumps on their wings. And he had this ain't his original stuff, because his family's got that, you know. But this is, you know, a representation. I did it like as a memorial to him.
Yeah.
He passed away, you know, probably 10 or 15 years ago, and he's buried in Arlington Cemetery. But anyway, I remember he had a necklace that had his original silver jump wings with the 4 combat jump stars on it. And his dog collar even had, his puppy had jump wings on her collar too.
Well, I appreciate you bringing that in, Eric.
But anyway,
I love that, man.
You know, 80 years ago tonight, him and a bunch of badasses from the 101st and 82nd Airborne parachuted into France, you know, Normandy.
Yeah. Behind enemy lines.
Behind enemy lines, and it was before the amphibious invasion. So, I mean, if the invasion had failed, they'd have been stranded back there. You know, no hope of relief, you know.
Right.
So they had some pretty big cojones to do that.
They did.
You know.
It was a special on that. So it was on the day show. Some of the survivors, 100 plus. It's some group that sends them back over there to it.
Oh, yeah.
It was about a dozen of them, 104, 103. Youngest one was 100.
There ain't many left.
And they were showing all this kind of stuff, you know, it was neat. That's interesting.
It did. Yeah. I appreciate you bringing that in, Eric.
He was he jumped in Sicily. Also, he jumped in Sicily, Italy, Normandy, and Holland. And this is a picture he had of them fixing to load up on a C-47. That's him right there on the end. He was tall. He was about 6'4".
Oh, wow.
So he kind of stood out in the crowd.
He's a big boy.
He's a big guy.
He's
And,
need to be a jumper.
That's like the elevator of a C-47, and they loaded up in Tunisia, and they flew him they dropped him into Sicily. And that was their first 82nd's first combat unit.
Wow.
So I was lucky to get a copy of that picture, you know.
Yeah.
To pass on to my kids.
That's very cool.
And I was looking through this magazine right here. It's a World War II magazine, and I was looking at this picture of the 82nd Airborne guys, and that's him right there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ain't that
So I was
awesome?
like, dang.
And he's in the magazine.
He's in the picture.
Wow.
They put it in the magazine.
Ain't that cool,
He's
man?
in another picture in a book called Night Drop about the Sicily parachute jump, and there's a bunch of guys standing on top of a Tiger tank, and he was the guy that carried the bazooka, and he said that those bazookas they had would not knock out a Tiger tank. And he said the first time he saw one, he fired the bazooka at it, and it just ricocheted off the side of the tank.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
said that was a pretty bad feeling. He said, damn sure was. But he said you could knock the tracks off of them, you know, because you know they couldn't, when they jumped in, they couldn't carry any heavy weapons.
Yeah.
All they had was a few anti-tank mines and those 2.36-inch bazookas, which wasn't much at all.
Yeah.
He said they would try to capture German bazookas, you know, because they were better and bigger. And later in the war, we did come up with.
They could actually take out our Sherman tanks with them German the
Tiger
bazookas.
tanks would just wear out. The
Yeah.
88 millimeter gun would wear out our poor old Sherman tanks, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said they could you know get up around it. Once they immobilized it by not shooting the tracks off with a bazooka, they could get around it and you know try to get some grenades in there or you know shoot through their viewports and stuff. But he said it was tough. You know?
I bet.
They were definitely outgunned there. But the knife that he carried during the war was a 1918 trench knife. Because he showed it to me. This ain't it either. This is a repro. But you know, they made them for World War I, but they didn't really get over there very good. But they reissued them in World War II, and a lot of paratroopers carried them.
This is a.
But I wish I could afford a real one.
That's a trench knife.
Yes, a 1918 trench knife repro.
I seen something like this. I have to go look back at the video, but up there in Hawkinsville had one. I don't know if it's a
Might have
repro
the
or
real
what.
deal up there.
I
You
saw
better get
that.
it.
I saw that in the video.
Yeah, I didn't know if
myself.
it was real or not, but he's got some good stuff up there. I wish he'd go up there.
Yeah, I need to get up there. But anyway, I had to get. I saw his actual one. I don't know what happened to it. The only thing he brought back was his trench knife and a swastika armband. And I said, man, you didn't bring none of that stuff back. He said, man, we just want to get out of there.
Yeah.
They dropped them right into the heavy combat. And
What a story, man.
He said a lot of those war trophies that other guys brought back, we killed the Germans they took it off of.
Wow.
He said when it was time to leave, he said the only thing we wanted to get out of there was our butts.
Talking about World War I, right?
World War II.
Now, what was the manufacturer of those? Or do you know who made them?
The one he had was LF&C made it, and there was a couple of like 2 or 3 other companies, Oneida Limited and Diston, and the French made some. They had a line on the side of the knife there, and the LF&C is the most common one that you find, but even those are really expensive. I've been wanting to get one for 25 years, but they keep going up. You used to, they were like $300. I was like, that's too much, And then they went with 600. It's like, dang, man. Now they're like $1,000.
Oh my goodness.
So they just keep going up.
And the trench knife was World War I, right?
Well, they were made for World War I, but they didn't actually get them over there. But they reissued them in World War II.
World War II. Okay.
Right, they still had them in supply, so they like, well.
Let me unstep that thing just for a minute, please.
I'm talking about a bad
Boy, I'm gonna tell you
mamma
right
jamma
now.
right now.
I mean,
That is a mean machine.
them paratroopers were tough.
Hold, feel that thing. Hold that thing.
That's heavy.
Yes.
You can kill. You just hit somebody with that thing and kill them.
You can do just as much damage as that. You can that.
Yes, sir, agree. And look at them knuckles.
Mr. Miller was a boxer.
Even if you mess with the blade, Lamar, you boom, you're gonna cut your face up with them knuckles.
I mean, he was a big guy.
6'4".
6'4" at least, and he was from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but he moved to Georgia after the war. He trained at Fort Benning. Is that the wrong one?
No, there you go.
Yes, but anyway, he was a great guy. A lot of veterans don't want to talk about it. He liked to talk. He would talk about it. And he told me that out of the 110 or 120 guys in his company that trained in Fort Benning and shipped over there, 10 of them made it back after the war. So that's the attrition rate they had.
Wow.
But he was a hero.
Yes.
He ain't been in no more.
Fort Moore.
Ain't he the one and surrounded by Vietnam?
Yeah.
And come out of it?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was. Did
Yeah.
he live in Columbus?
Yeah.
So we had a picture at the museum of him.
Yeah. Actually, a movie was made.
Yeah, that's why I said.
We Were Soldiers. I was actually in the movie. I was in the bus scene when everybody was loading the buses. I was an extra in that scene. Yeah. So made $84.
We Were Soldiers.
Yeah.
With Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I actually seen him.
That'll bring tears to your eyes, buddy.
Yeah.
Didn't they rename the fort after him?
Fort Moore. Yeah. Yeah. Fort Moore.
This is like a M3 trench knife. A lot of the paratroopers carried these, and they're strapped into their leg. But the reason they came out with these is because when they came out with the M1 carbine, they didn't have a bayonet lug on. And so they issued, a lot of the paratroopers carried their carbines for the folding stock. Officers and like gun crews and mortar crews carried them as a substitute for a pistol. And so since they didn't have a bayonet for that particular gun, they gave them one of these, a trench knife. An M3 trench knife.
And who made that, Eric?
This one's made by Imperial.
Imperial?
Yeah.
That's pretty rare, ain't it?
But there was a lot of, Case made one, Ken Folks made one, I think Robeson made one.
Yeah. Western?
Boker made one. I don't know if Western made one, but there was about eight or 10 companies that made these M3 trench knives. Some of them have it stamped right here, M3, 1943, and this one's stamped on the cross guard. It's a later one. And some of them came in this kind of sheath, and some of them came in.
I'm doing this in short.
Wow, that's cool, man. Finally got it to focus on
Yeah,
it.
it's hard to see it.
Yeah.
Hold it right there, Eric, when you just kind of hold it up toward the camera. I'm going to do kind of an old and a war knife versus a new style Hinderer knife. This is called the Hinderer Maximus. And watch how smooth this is.
Wow.
And guess why I done this? Bayonet blade.
I'll be done.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah, like that.
That's the reason when I saw that, I said, now's the time to bring that knife out.
You got a string, you got a string on it.
It's Hinderer,
And who makes that
what
one?
steel it is. S20B, is that what it says?
Yep,
S20B.
I think so.
But this is, I don't know which one of them got the most value, that one or this one. This one's about $450
Oh my
right here.
goodness.
I don't know what the value of that one is right there, but
I paid $100 for this, but I was lucky to get it. Usually, the Imperial's one of the cheaper ones, and they're $200
that's probably
$300.
$350
The case
knife,
ones
ain't
are
it?
like $500-600.
I'm sure they are.
So here we have old and new.
Let me see that one.
Some people just collect nothing but M3 knives, and they got.
That thing is so light.
30
Feel
knives.
it. Feel it. And you can do
CPM
it with one
20.
hand. You can do it with one hand if you'll do it.
Now, I'm gonna let you close it.
All right, I'm gonna let you- I'm
I'll
gonna
be
let
done. I'll be
I'm
done
gonna let
cut
you
myself.
close it, but I want you to open it. Can you
Oh, okay.
switch-
Yeah.
Can you switch hands just
Yes,
for a second?
Yes, sir. Right here, right? Wow.
That's smooth as glass, ain't
It's
it?
very
And
smooth.
it shuts the same smoothness. Cross lock, and it shuts right down for you.
You know, I'm getting good at that with that Spyderco.
Yeah.
Closing
That
open
is
one
a
hand.
Hinderer Maximus.
I'll be done.
Beautiful knife.
That's smooth, ain't it, Lamar?
I was thinking it might be sharp on both sides.
You can get it today for $200, Lamar.
Sure, I could've. $400.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll sell that one.
It's got a cross lock. There you go. Most of the tactical knives you can use one hand to open and shut. Most of them.
I tell you what, I love my
Okay.
Spyderco. I even got a little baby doll I'm gonna show you too. Wait,
That's smooth as glass, ain't it?
you hear me? I got a little Spyderco I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
It's a dragonfly. You've heard of those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Siki City. A Siki City.
Sticky City, yeah. You just got to remember that the clip goes down,
Okay.
and then that one right there.
That sure is a nice knife.
That is a beautiful knife.
Never
And
seen
it
one.
don't- In comparison, the whole reason I brought it out was to show the
It's got the
bayonet
big-
shape on the blade.
Right.
Yeah, because see, after they made these M3 trench knives, you know, they used the same blade and same basic config, you know, for the M4 bayonet, which was for the M1 carbine when they finally put a bayonet lug on it. The M5, which was the short bayonet for the M1 Garand, the M6 bayonet, which was for the M14, and the M7 bayonet, which was for the M16. And they all got the same blade, the same scabbard, the same shape. You know, they just have different.
Yeah, the
setups
bayonet
to
I
hook on the-
had for my
the rifle.
M16 had that same sheath.
Right. Yeah, the M7
And
bayonets.
if it goes on a gun, it's got that different type of pommel, right?
It's got to have a loop.
Yeah, it's got that loop.
And then the pommel snaps down,
They
yeah.
had several different configs, but it was the same, basically the same
Yeah.
blade they used.
So that was actually a carrying knife, a survival carrying knife, not nothing to do with the gun, right?
Not this one.
Okay.
Because the carbines didn't have a bayonet lug to start with, but they wanted them to have a knife
Yeah.
they could use. What about a couple other? I got two more and war knives. These are like they call them Quartermaster knives because
And guess what?
What?
that
Whoa.
was the case.
Oh my goodness.
But the reason they use them, the Quartermasters use them because the blade is extra thick, and see they've got the Quartermaster, everything was boxed up in wooden boxes back then. So you could stick that into the box and pry the top up, and then when you need to knock it back down, the pommel is like the face of a
Yeah.
hammer. You can knock it back down with.
That's a nice. I love the blood groove too.
Yeah, I mean a lot of
I've never
a
seen
lot
one
of
of
guys
them.
carried those as combat knives.
God, almighty no.
That's a survival
Now what
piece.
year would this be in the World War II?
Yeah, that's World War II. The government bought them.
Dude, I love that. Now what kind of handles that?
I don't know. That might be wood.
Wood.
Yeah,
I'm
I think it
thinking
is
it's
wood.
wood,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
hard.
That case made another one that had the real tightly stacked washers.
Leather stack.
But
You
yeah,
want to see it, Lamar? There's the number on it. Let me. Wow.
Yeah, the Q on it is a 337 Q. The Q is for Quartermaster. There's a Cattaraugus made.
Look at that, baby.
Golly. Dang.
This is basically the same knife. It's got the same thick blade, the same shape, and the same pommel with the hammer face on it.
That is beautiful, man. I love that blade. Look how wide it is.
Yeah.
Excellent condition. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
golly.
look at that.
they're supposed to be pretty close to the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
Specifications by the government.
Yeah.
If I had one to choose, I'd choose this one, though. I love them old cases, but
Yeah.
man, just having that right there in my hand is just amazing.
You got a grip on it. That's a big handle right there.
Yeah.
In the magazine ads, the Cattaraugus said they called it a commando knife. You know,
It's huge.
but it's because it's a big, heavy, sturdy. I mean, you ain't gonna break that blade or
No.
you break the tip off. You
No.
know, 'cause it's so thick, and you could hammer. You know, you could use that for like a skull crusher. or
What
you could-
model is that?
This is a 225 Q. That's the number of it. But,
Wow.
It's basically the Q is for Quartermaster.
Yeah.
What price range is them kind of knives going for here now?
I mean, I've had these a long time. I can't remember what I paid for them. So that's the 337 Q.
Yeah,
case.
I got that one a while ago.
Okay.
They're probably 275 to 350. Ain't they?
Probably so. You know, I mean, all that World War II stuff has been got
Yeah.
real expensive.
Can you say that any one of them knives right there is running $375, $400 a piece?
You could probably find them cheaper. If, like I found that for like last year at the gun show for $100, which I was tickled to find that. But usually on eBay, you know, they're like 200, you know, for
Yeah.
the Imperial, which is the cheapest one.
eBay, you're probably going to pay prime
Something
for a
else I
knife.
noticed, y'all. Something else I noticed. The case is, am I correct in saying that these are left-handed knives? See the sheath?
Yeah.
They go on the left side. They say a reason for that is because they used to put the survival knife on the left side and carry the 45 pistol over here on the right side.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure they carry the 45 because all the holsters are right-handed holsters.
Yeah,
Might be dog.
yeah, and that's a left-handed. See which?
Yeah.
You probably
Right.
And if turned over here, it go backwards.
Right.
You know, so the left-handed sheath.
Yeah, see, those are wide.
Pretty neat.
They're wide enough to slip over a web belt.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Yeah, see, this clips on, you know, web belt.
just-
on the
web belt.
And just
Yeah.
look at the condition them sheets are in. That's very unique by itself.
Yeah, it's hard to find them, you know, with the original
Yeah.
sheath.
And that good a shape.
Right. I mean, I looked a long time to find these, and I had them for a while, you know.
Yeah.
I finally just quit looking. There's a lot of other military knives I'd love to have, but I just don't want to pay the price. But you know, if I don't pay it now, I have to pay more later.
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
get it,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It just keeps going up.
Yeah.
You want me to go ahead and bring you that World War I trench knife that I got
Yeah.
at the house?
Have you got one for real? you ain't got one. do you? Oh,
No, I was messing with it.
okay. I got you.
But when you do get it, bring it.
When I do get it, bring it to it. Yeah.
When you get it. These, that's all the war knives I bought. Yeah, I had to bring some for D-Day, you know.
Oh, yeah.
9th anniversary of D-Day.
That's
These
a-
are some switchblades. This is a butt 110 that was converted. You know, there were several companies that would convert them. See, they did file work on them. I guess
Yeah.
they take them apart. They did some file work on them, and they turn them into they put a switchblade.
Wow.
But it's just it's not. It doesn't have any other.
What year is that book?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell.
Upside down. It's not upside down seal, Kevin. You can tell
It's
that
probably an old
quicker
one.
than I can. Symbols with the
Oh,
little
yeah.
C's and the U's.
I'll look it up and I'll have to put it on the screen about right in here somewhere. About the year, because I can't keep up with them.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
beautiful
Buck
knife.
they make an automatic now, don't they?
Oh, they do?
A 110 and a 112.
Yes, sir.
But this is before they started making them. But there were several outfits that would take them and
Company down in Florida that started doing that automatic mechanism.
Is that right?
$4.
Okay.
I remember when they first come out and hit the gun and nachos.
Uh-huh.
Oh my good Lord! You know, everybody had to have that Buck automatic, and it was being done by a company down in Florida.
I'll be done.
But Buck wasn't actually doing it.
This is a buck 112.
Wow, that thing's beautiful.
Look at that stag.
And they put stag on it.
And it's,
It's a left-handed.
wow.
It pops out pretty good. And it's got the name on the blade of who converted it.
Wow.
Company that converted it.
Oh, that's pretty nice, man.
Back
Yeah, it's a lock back.
Yep, I wasn't thinking about it.
That is pretty. That's
Beautiful, beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Ain't that a pretty knife?
Yeah, I
I
like it.
love that stag.
Me too. Pretty.
You know what a sucker I am for stag.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now we get to the Germans.
Oh yeah, look
See,
at
that's
that.
what most.
Here we go.
When you think about a German Hubertus switchblade, that's what you think about is that
Yeah,
that stag. You know.
yeah.
That's tough, but
That's probably elk there, ain't it? Elk.
It may be. You know, it's not as gnarly as some
Yeah.
of the stag they use.
Yeah, that's a pretty stag.
But I got an Italian made one that looks almost just like it. It has eye knocks on the blade. I guess it's stainless.
Yeah.
But I used to couldn't afford the German ones. You know, they were always like $150, and I found this Italian copy for like $75. So I said, well, that's probably close that I'm gonna get.
it hasn't been that long ago now. He come across a bargain and a half up there in Smiley's now. He bought about what, eight or 10 of them knives at one clip.
Boy, that thing pops out hard.
Don't
Don't
play.
it?
Don't play.
Close that way. Give it to Lamar. Let him try it.
Yeah, I don't play around.
This is that one I was telling you about the other day.
Now look at just you ain't believe this one.
It's like when I got it. Somebody said, "Yeah, it's a switchblade." I was like, "Where's the button at?"
Oh,
And
yeah.
They got no button. I said, "How the heck do you open it?" And I started pulling on it, and that'll come out some. But to open the other blade, you push down the other blade.
Is there a way to lock that?
I mean, to close it, you just push it back down and it locks.
No, I'm just saying so it won't come open in your pocket by
Oh,
accident.
no. Well, I guess, see, it's flush with the other blade.
I
so
got you.
It's not like it's sticking up where it would be
I got you.
tripped,
Yeah.
you know. But
Now, where's that one made at?
it's a Hubertus.
Oh, really?
Germany.
Wow, that's a beautiful stag too.
Yeah, that's kind of
I love that stag right there. I love that little roll in there, that little crease.
That's a hell of a knife right there. I don't know what it is about the German companies like Puma, Hubertus, Hen and Rooster. They all fighting Rooster. They all make them that stag that look tough, you know.
Yeah, they get some good stag. This one here is like a swing guard switchblade.
Oh, like a
What's this? Like a cheetah.
Yeah,
Yeah, see?
Look at that.
It's little,
that took some engineering right there.
it says the Guardian. It's a Hubertus too.
Wow,
I've never seen one
they
like
make
that.
some good knives, you know,
They make
and,
some
and
cool
they're
stuff.
still in business.
Hubertus, yes sir. Yes sir, Ray.
Yeah, that one's kind of cool.
That is cool.
It's
So it's Puma. So it's Hen and Rooster.
It's a small one. Yeah.
That's a horse, ain't it?
Oh boy,
It zips right on out of there.
golly, check that out, Lamar. That's a pretty stag.
I love that guard. That
Me
the way
too.
that guard swings open.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a short one here.
Oh wow, that's a pretty stag too.
It's a little small, but it jumps right out. It's a Hubertus.
They make some good
But
knives.
it's got the.
And that was the one that you said you was gonna give to me, right? This small one.
I don't know. I can't recall.
You gotta watch him.
Hey Lord.
But yeah, it's got some good stag on it. It's a pretty stag.
I wouldn't know without seeing y'all what they'd leave on the side of the slope.
Yeah.
I've seen more switchblades now than I have a whole lot. I always wanted one.
Yeah, a lot of them, Lamar, a lot of the switchblades, like the Italian ones, you do the little thing at the front. You know,
The guard swivels.
the
and plays-
guard
plays-
swivels,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And when you go to shut it, you move the guard over and it's shut.
I see. I didn't know that.
Italy.
I found out about it when I got that one in the mail. I was trying to close it, and everybody told me how to do it. After I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some
Bring your
research on
guard
that.
over,
Yeah.
Kevin.
I had no idea.
This here is an Italian.
My goodness.
It's a shell puller.
That
they
thing
call it.
looks wicked, don't it?
It's for, like if you're shooting and your shotgun shell gets hung up in and you break your gun open, the shell don't come out. You can slip this over it to get the shell, pull the shell out.
Well, I be dog.
I ain't never heard of that or seen that either.
Ooh.
But it's a switchblade too.
Now, who makes that one?
This is a
I know it's made in Italy, you say.
it says Mazarin and DiNardo Inox.
Now, how much
That
is
sounds
that?
Italian, don't it?
Yeah, it's Italian, I think.
What kind of ballpark is on these knives here?
250 to 350.
Well, I didn't pay that much for them.
Well, no, I mean, but if you tried to buy one somewhere at a gun knife show or something, you'd probably pay 250.
I didn't even know they made one of them
$300.
shell pullers like that for shotgun
That's
shell.
what I've seen.
Yeah.
Does it have it marked? Well, that'd be easy enough to find out.
Yeah, it's got
Look at
like
that.
16
Look at that on the damn
12.
thing.
Let me see that. Let me show you.
Actually, pull the shell out. If it jams in the gun, pull the shell out.
So that's a 12. That's a 16. Ain't that something? That's very cool. This is the buck I found. It's got the upside down buck on it. Paid
You see upside down
I
symbol.
paid
or-
$40 for it in Albany. I polished it up some, cleaned it up.
Oh yeah.
That's
a
a
60s or
67,
early 70s.
67 to 71, I think it is.
That's one of the so-called. That's the original. See that upside down.
Okay.
That's pretty,
Upside
ain't it?
down seal. Have to turn it over to look at it.
That's pretty, ain't it?
60s, 1960s.
Got the original sheath, too.
Great too, Kevin.
Yeah, it did.
Dang, you cleaned that up great.
It was tarnished, and the blade had some scratches on it.
Probably $175 knife.
Yeah, yeah. And that good a shape.
That upside down seal, that's great shape.
Yeah. You gave $40 for it. I was pleased to get it.
Lamar, did you see the seal?
See, it's got an upside down buck.
See, when you look at it like that, it's upside down. You turn it over to read book.
All right.
They call it the upside down seal. That's
Turn it over, let them see that.
Does that make it rare?
yeah, they're early
Yeah,
model.
this is the first and only one I've ever found one like that. And I find them quite a bit, and that's the first one I ever seen.
The truth is, the knife might be because that upside down seal might be breaking that $200 mark.
Really?
Yeah, and the original sheath,
Uh-huh.
you don't get no better than that. Though.
Oh, and look here. Now, Wade's going to try to talk me out of this one.
Oh, this is the sailor's knife that saves
Yeah.
some sailors' lives.
Big chief.
Oh, and look, how he's got the pretty little piece of that.
He knew that to get to you.
You got a hole in it.
Look at that. Look at
He's
that.
always trying to put something in a hole.
Diver Supply. This is Queen Steel,
Yes, sir.
and it is called the Big Chief.
The big chief, yeah.
And listen to this.
It's different from the original big chief because the original didn't have that right
That's
there.
the easy open
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
You could open it one
I
hand.
have one without that, and this one is I think a 90s model.
Wow.
But the reason the bait shops and sailors like that when it won't rust, because it's got aluminum handles and stainless steel blade, and a lot of the fishermen, a lot of sailors love that knife because of that.
A Big Chief.
It's nice.
Well, you got it fixed up just right for me with that little nice piece of leather in there.
I know. Now this one here is a scrimshaw. I bought it off of eBay. I paid up for it, but I just like bears. It's a pretty knife though.
Nice piece too.
Yeah, it is.
It's good.
Yeah, I waxed it. It was dry when I got it in.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that.
Ain't that pretty? But got a big old grizzly on it.
Yeah. Mighty.
Oh, Crawford would like that one.
That is right down my alley. There, right?
Oh,
you do know that, right?
Oh, Crawford would like that one too, wouldn't he?
Oh my Lord, it must have known. Look at that full blade all the way over.
Ain't that pretty?
Oh, look at that grizzly bear on that.
Don't he have a
Man,
fish?
I got two trays like this already with bear themes on it, but I don't have that bear theme, and I know my buddy's gonna come through for me.
feeling a lot of pressure over that one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they
If
throw
you
that
got a little pocket money, you could buy it.
leather off right there. It would be 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Lamar gave me a 1972 Zippo, and it got a flint in it. So all we're gonna do is pour that wick up where it's clean and add some juice to it, and it's gonna light right up. I appreciate the lighter, Lamar.
You're welcome.
So do. I do want to show y'all this. Now I bought this. It's a Kershaw Federalist. You bought one too, right?
Me?
Yeah. I love the handles on it. It's USA made. Regular $100. Got it on sale, 75% off,
129.
$49. Check that out. It's a slip joint.
I love it.
It's a slip joint.
Yeah,
We
I know
would
that.
let you have the 75.
And Lamar bought one too.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And look, I got some paper in there.
Yeah, right. Right there.
Mine ain't got that bad.
What I like about it is the shape of that. Look at the depth of that blade.
Yeah, Lamar
This
got
one's
one.
about the same way.
Eric, I don't believe me, and you ain't got one of these. Do you?
I feel a little peer pressure here.
Yeah, doggone.
You can.
And it don't lock.
Yeah, it's a slip
It's a
joint.
slip joint. What's this?
It's actually got a half stop and
Matt's got one of them coming. I've had 2 or 3 of them.
Really?
Matt's got one of them coming in the mail now.
does he really?
Yeah.
It is. I love it.
Oh, I'm a
They're-
Kershaw box, USA.
Yeah, yes, sir. They're discontinued, and right now at Borelli.
But really, yeah,
Yeah.
you told Matt about
Yeah,
it.
I
it's
get a half dozen emails
it's-
a day from them.
$49. You can buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said,
Yeah. I'll see.
You must, how'd you, I ain't got a hole in it. You must have drilled.
No, you got one in there.
I didn't want you to get
give
it.
that man a piece of leather, doggone it.
And there's that knife I paid $10 for.
Oh my gracious alive, Eric.
Now the main blade don't have much snap, but it's in pretty good shape.
I can't let you hold this one out.
It cleaned that real good.
Yeah.
It did. And I added the bell. You know where I got the bell from?
Yeah, that's cool here because
A Camco electrician's knife. It was a parts knife. I took the bell off and put it on there.
like a TL29.
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. What I do with knives like this when I'm showing them, here's what I do. It's called the Wade snap. All right. Always has been. All right. When you get ready, oh goodness, listen to that snap. I mean,
He slammed it down with his finger.
like talk about
I got
Where the
paper.
hell is my paper?
I got paper all in my pockets.
talk about snap. Listen to this, fellas. Oh, gracious alive. And the old-fashioned kind of can opener. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Usually those are broke.
That's nice. Yeah, that's the older one, too.
Now the other 3 blades have excellent snap.
That's beautiful.
They really do. But
Oh,
it cleaned up good.
And, hey, don't let that one fool you none. I'm cutting the fool, but
It's
got
got a little
snap.
Yeah, it does. It
it's
does.
got snap on
And all
it.
else is snapped.
That's a beautiful knife.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Where's the one here? Here, want to see.
Right there.
Oh,
Right there.
That's it right there.
That's
the
actually,
one.
I found that the other day in a pawn shop in Thomaston. No, not Thomaston. Where was that at? In Forsyth. Forsyth. And paid $10 for it. They had China quality knife on it. And I could tell, I read it in the display
Probably looked
case.
at the Camillus and saw, see, I see it, China.
I looked at it, I'm like, that ain't no China made knife. I said, let me see that knife. $10. I even asked them how much they'll take for it. Trying to get it cheaper.
Trying to get it cheaper. I've done it 100
Yeah,
times.
but they said, that's the best we can do on that one. I'm like, okay. I'd have paid
And
probably
if
35
if they ever
for it.
if they ever say, oh son, I'll just give you that one. Go ahead and put that one in your pocket. All right, put it in your
Yeah,
pocket.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't say no. Put it in your pocket.
I think that stands for U.S. Army, USA.
Is that right?
Probably, cause in the book it was like
Yeah.
U.S. Army knife.
Yeah, he sent me a thing, some photos of his book that he has.
I'd say that.
It's
I'd say
actually
you're
a
right.
U.S.
I
Army
think it's right. US Army
knife for World War II.
The one that
And
was
if
Navy,
that is
too.
the case, and then he is right there, that's $250 knife.
You think so?
No, I'm going by his report.
I mean, I don't know what the value of it is, but It is a U.S. military knife.
That's awesome. That was a good find for $10.
And again, no brass. Remember?
Yeah.
No
It's
brass.
probably made for World War II. What?
Here, put that where you know where it's at. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in one of these
That's
pockets. Yeah, I remember that one. I just cleaned it up.
That's beautiful, baby. You done a hell of a job on cleaning that up.
Now this one here, well, you ain't talking about this one now. That's my little baby doll right there.
Oh yeah, that's the dragonfly.
Yeah.
Dragonfly. Yeah. Wee! That's a cutting little codger right there, boy. It just fits in there just
Yeah.
right, and your thumb got jumping right there. Ooh.
Can you tell one thing about it, by the way?
Let's just say you done a fine job. We'll put it that way. You done
Yeah.
a fine job, buddy.
But if anybody else would pick that thing up, you wouldn't be able to
Oh
tell it.
no, no.
If you wouldn't known,
Actually, to be honest with you, I had to think about it a little bit myself to see it. The way I could kind of tell is the difference in the buff and shine.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay, all right.
yeah, yeah.
But he fixed it very good.
It come
You
in. I bought that off eBay. It had a broke tip, and I redone it. Sicky steady, and I just like the way those feel. But I'm
them
gonna.
little suckers, them little dragonflies are about $75, $85.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want me a.
What kind of clips you got on?
What do you mean?
The pocket clip? Oh, wire?
Yeah.
Okay, wire.
It's also you can actually take it off and put it on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's so light you wouldn't even know you had it.
And that thing's a cutting little devil now. Sharp.
But I'm going to tell you something. Now, the Spyderco's is a very good knife with that little hole. Look
They
at
are the
that.
most easiest opening knives that I have found.
That is the...
They just easy open. All right. Even the small ones. I have trouble with other small, like the Buck
This one right
112.
here, boy, look at this.
It's hard to open a
Take
Buck
that index
112 to
finger
me.
right there.
Yeah,
That index finger just...
I know, just as easy.
Ow.
But that's the one I did that point on, and it's
Matt and them.
you really couldn't tell it if you didn't
Matt
know
and
it.
them, Kevin, they get up under here like this. I can't even do it.
Me either.
I can't do it.
I'm afraid I'm gonna cut my
I'll be
finger.
done cutting my dead gum finger off. They get up under there like that and just, boom, and
It's-
it just snaps up like an automatic.
It's called the Spidey flick, what they call
Spider
it.
flick or something, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it, and I'm
Get ready for the Para 3
I want
in
one.
camo.
I want one.
I'll find it.
I want one.
The Para 3. It's not paramilitary 3, it's Para 3.
Uh-huh.
And it's paramilitary 2, and then the first one is military 2.
You see this?
Yes, sir.
How good I'm getting?
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't fooling around, mother.
I'm practicing. Okay, guys, we talked about knives. We ate some good meals. We traded some knives. All in fun. All
We
in fun.
have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Look here, I'm representing Knife Crazy, Matt.
Yes, sir. My son will be tickled to see them not crazy owners I thought that we got.
There you go. Hey guys, we all had a good time, and I just want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I want to say God bless y'all. Till we meet again, guys, y'all be like a good knife. Stay sharp.